And the last thing I want to show you, my friends, there's all your equations that you have. And you can look at a table of values. So if you go here to look at the table of values, here are your x values. Now mine go by 0.5. And I'm going to use the plus handle here to change my table of values. And I'm going to go by ones. And, oh, but you know what? Let's do this. Let's go to second table set. And we're going to start it at 0. Okay? And then go back to my table. So these are all the predicted values. So if you look at your chart, you can compare the given values that they gave you to the predicted values here. So for example, in the data set, you have the given value of 7, year 7, and for Y1 that for the linear it predicts a negative 1.3, which that's not a very good prediction for the linear. But for the quadratic, it's 0.43, which is pretty close to my 0.5. And then for the exponential, the predicted value would be 0.55. So you can look at the chart here, or you can go back to your graph, okay? And you can do second calculate, and then you hit value. And if you have x equals, let's say, 12, you want to find out what x equals 12. Now for the blue line, it's going to predict 6.6. Okay? And then or you could go back to your main window and you can do this. You can go to your vars, y-vars, function, y1, and if you want to put in 12, it will calculate it for you. Okay, so there's y1 of 12. That's what the linear model predicts. Now let's say you want to find out what the quadratic model for 12 would predict. You can go to, we'll do the shortcut here, y2, and we put in the 12. This is using functional notation. And it'll just automatically calculate it for you instead of having to put it into the equation. And we can do the same thing with the exponential function. We'll do the shortcut, y3 of 12. Okay. So instead of actually doing the math out yourself, you can use the calculator to figure it out. So here we had 6.6, 5.5, and 4.5. And then if I go to look at my table of values, you will see, if I scroll down here to 12, there's my 6.6, 5.5, and 4.5 for all those. So just like we have right here. So there's two different ways you can get your values, your predicted values. All right, my friends, have a nice day.